So we are getting questions about the pizza oven. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you how to get the pizza oven to 500 easy, 600 or more if you wanna get it that high. And essentially you just get the whole bottom of this grill filled with charcoal about this thick. So what I'm doing here is you can take a tumbleweed or any of these little fire starters and we make a little space here for it. So I'm gonna light it from down here. We'll mark the time and in 17 minutes we'll come back. This is gonna be flaming and hot. We're gonna pull this up, everything's gonna drop in, and then we're gonna probably give it another 15 minutes. So we believe it's gonna get to that 500 degrees and just keep climbing from there. So we'll be back in a second. So we're back. It's been 18 minutes, and if you did not have a stacker like this or another brand, it's gonna take a lot longer. So I would strongly recommend getting one of these, preferably from us, because you're not gonna run the risk of carrying it over the wings and stuff dropping on the wings. But the other reason is this is going to light so much faster and be able to get the temperature so much faster. So have something long enough to where you're getting away from the heat, and we just wanna pick this up, just kind of pick it up real slow. And then all we're gonna do is just spread this charcoal out, and you can see how we've got a good coverage of the whole bottom of this thing. So we've got about that much charcoal on the whole bottom of the grill. And now all we're gonna do is wait another 10 minutes. 15 at the most is when that pizza oven's gonna start heating up, so we'll be back in a few. So we are at a little over the 30-minute mark, and I'll show a couple things to you. If you come in here close, you've got the charcoal is obviously super hot. We could have put more in there, but it's probably not necessary because it's filling up the whole bottom of the grill. So let's come down here to the temperature. We're at about 350. We're really at more than that because the stem of this thermometer is only this long and it's only measuring just inside of this oven. The oven is probably at closer to 500 degrees now in the center of that oven. One thing that will cause it to heat up, this is where the air intake is. So we normally leave it closed like this. I wouldn't recommend touching it with your hand. If you do it fast, it won't hurt. I still recommend not touching it with your hand unless you have a glove. But you can keep the charcoal from tumbling out by leaving it here with the holes. And of course, if you want to totally close it up, you can hit this here and close the whole thing up. The biggest issue is we do not ever recommend getting it this hot and trying to cook anything on top of this. When we come back, we'll put the hood on and show you how hot it is on the top and the bottom. Do not try to cook hamburgers or steaks or chicken or anything else at this type of heat because it will burn it to a crisp. So really when you're cooking pizza, you either need to be doing pizza on the top, pizza on the bottom, or you need to be doing a fire pit on the top and pizza on the bottom to make the temperature work. We'll be back in just a minute. So we're at about the 40-minute mark, and just to clarify, the Gather Mini is not designed to heat up in 10 minutes. It's not propane driven, but it will get super hot, and it'll get as hot as you want it to get. So you can come over here and you can look, we're at almost 750 degrees on the top. And if you come down to the bottom, we are at 425, which is probably closer to, I'm guessing it's probably closer to 550. Definitely hotter than the probe going that far in. I would argue that it is as hot as you need it for any pizza right now. But if you did want to, and by the way, when you take a hot hood off like this, do not put it on the wings. But you can put more charcoal on there if you want to get it hotter. Obviously, it's just physics. You put more charcoal on there. But I think what we did, filling up that charcoal stacker, just about that much charcoal at the bottom of the grill, is about as hot as any of you are ever going to want to get it. But I hope that answers all of your questions about the pizza oven, how hot it'll get, how fast it'll get there. If you have any questions that we did not address, we'll address them or we'll make a new video. Thanks so much.